Alright, so you're not going to believe anything. This is so cool. So today's video is dedicated to an old friend I've known since 4th grade, Jeannie. That was out in Southern California for 5 years. And she said there's nothing to do out here. This place where I'm at now is 5 minutes, not 2 minutes from where I work in El Segundo. And I think she was in San Diego, so I understand maybe there's nothing to do down there. But anyways, I'm going to give you guys a little tour of what I'm doing on my Sunday. And it's free admission, by the way. And they have cool cars out front, 3 of them, and they'll give you a free ride in them today. So I arrived right at the right time. And I really wish I could just zoom out a little more. These things are huge. This is just awesome. And I'm learning stuff. So, give you an example over here. So as you see, this car has a spare tire, and it has one on the other side as well. And most of the cars back in these days had 2 spare tires. And I was told why. Back when these cars were on the road, so were horses. So the idea of a horse throwing a shoe and the nails in the horseshoe would give you a flat tire. So it would not be uncommon to have to use both spare tires in one trip. And that's why these cars have 2 spares. This car is my favorite. And by the way, the guy that is standing over there in the green shirt, this is his. He restored this from scratch. And I think he's the owner of this place. Look at that. Look at that grill. That's awesome. Then he was just talking about this car here. It has a lot of wood in it, I guess. And they made 3 of them, but they actually got tore up by termites and stuff over the years. But they only made 3. And this is one of the only 3 of these cars. And believe it or not, the other 2 were also restored by collectors. So you're not going to see this anywhere else in the world, but maybe 2 other places. So she's a beauty. But my favorite one so far is this. And by the way, stay tuned. I'm going to tag Matt Wamoff in this because there's some cars here that I think Matt will like. I know I do. This is just, I'm in like the specialty showroom where you're not allowed to touch cars. The other showroom, you're actually allowed to touch the cars. They don't want you to get them all fingerprinty, but you can sit in them and take pictures and stuff. So this is just really cool. And yet again, yeah, I got to get another shot of this white one. This thing is just awesome sauce. So as soon as you walk in, this is what you get to see. This is the main showroom.
That's kind of cool. I think you actually.
And I'll try to hit all of them, but that's sweet. So I haven't been over here yet, so I'll go take a look at this bad boy. This is a Challenger RT. Assuming it's a 70s car. Let's see. Yep, 1970, right on the nose. .500 cubic inch with a 6-pack on top. How about that, Matt Wamoff? Yeah, baby. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I do so much fun in this car. Oh, it's even got a roll bar so you don't kill yourself. That's cool. So I've already kind of walked around and looked at all of these. So this is for you guys. This was one of my other favorites. It was really, really cool. Oh, here's one. This one's really sweet. This is a Studebaker, of all things. I had no idea that Studebakers looks anything like this. That is cool, like the bubble back windshield, rear window. And then the cool thing is, if you look down in here, look at the console there. See the switches and all that? They're levers for the heater and fan and all that stuff. You push them up and down and everything, so that was their heater system, or controls. This, I want to say is a Rolls, but I'm not really sure. They all have labels on them. That's an AMX. Wow, I haven't seen those around. I'm reading. Yeah, you gotta wait. It still doesn't say exactly what the model is. Oh well. Don't really care. It is just gorgeous. Love those pipes coming out the sides. Then you got the horns and everything there in the front. That's so cool. I didn't look at this one yet. This is cool. Oh yeah, this is a Javelin. Yeah, I did look at this. I couldn't believe it was a freaking Javelin. Yeah, this car is sweet. Just wish it had a little bit more under the hood. But still definitely sweet. And sitting next to this big canary yellow Chevrolet. And then there's a treat back here in the corner. It's kind of funny. There's a bunch of kids having a bunch of Boy Scouts and Weeblos and stuff on a trip, watching movies and stuff. This is, I think it's a river. I have no idea what this is. But anyways, and that one's pretty sweet. But on this side of the room, there's, ooh, yeah, this is one here. I fell in love. Yeah, this is the baby that I would want. 1965 Ford Mustang. This one I just kind of stopped and drooled. That's pretty. I could just sit here and stare at this car for like 20 minutes. I wonder if this brings back any memories for my mom. All these old cars. I know she's going, I'm not that old. But anyways, these are just, this one's cool. This reminds me of like something you see on Happy Days or something. Just beautiful, beautiful cars. I really hope you guys enjoy this because I am totally geeked about finding this place. And then the cool thing I was talking about, it's over here. Not the kids playing, but the old police car. And definitely see those in Happy Days. And I remember One Adam 12. No, it wasn't that old. Yeah. That movie, that TV show wasn't. But anyways, all the old cop car scenes. I love this thing. And the big, huge, awesome hood ornaments on these cars. So I thought that was pretty sweet. Oh, here's one that's kind of interesting. It is a Jeepster. Next to the Jeep. And I learned something as well reading this. So Jeeps were made for the military. That's where they spawned, and that's where they came from. Was the need for an all-terrain vehicle kind of thing. And I've always heard of the Jeep CJ. And the CJ stands for Civilian Jeep. Civilian Jeep. And I never knew that. So that's what the CJ means in Jeep CJ. And Jeeps were not made for the public. They were made for only the war. But then after the war was over, the company that won the contract for the best design, they kept making them. But Ford and Willis were actually producing them originally because the company that won the contract didn't have the facilities for creating them in mass production. So anyways, a lot of these are pretty cool. Yeah, I always heard of a rumble seat. I never really knew what a rumble seat really looked like. I mean, I've heard about them and all that good stuff, but some of this one's back here have some really cool rumble seats. This one's pretty. These cars are monsters. This one's sweet. And we definitely have good music playing. Right-hand driver, must be an English car. And looks so cute. And got two little tiny seats in the rumble seat. Looks like where kids would sit and everything. Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good, man. That's cool. I love the color of that car. It's close to the color of my Mustang. So I'm so geeked. That was a long video, but hey.
That just shows you what the frame looks like.
It's cool that these cars are, going on 50, 60, 70 years old now and still look like this. It is so cool that lots of people are keeping this kind of stuff from our history. These is cool. I always remember these from the old 1920s movies with the Tommy guns. You got the little side rails for people to stand on and hold the Tommy guns as they drive by and do a hit. That's pretty. And this one's got a... I'm gonna look at this one again. I swear I had a Hot Wheel that looked like this one. Anyways. For you guys, the virtual tour, got the rumble seat in the back. And that one's cool. It's got the secondary windshield. More or less being driven around by a chauffeur in this car. There's not a lot of room in here, so it's hard to get a real good shot of everything. These cars are huge. It's so cool. Look at this one. I like that low rider top. That is sweet. I'm gonna have to tag I think Rachel's boy. He likes cars. I'm gonna have to tag him in this too. That's an old Ford Thunderbird. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Making some stuff for the people back home, huh?
Any questions on anything?
Nah, I just love this place, man. I work over in the towers. I've been here a year and a half. I had no idea this place was here.
Oh, how'd you find out today?
The website. Just Googled and looked on stuff and found you online.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I love this place. This is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you go for rides too.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stop on the way out.
Good.
Thank you. Oh, what's your name, sir?
Paul.
Paul? Hey, I'm Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
This is just gorgeous, man. I walked in here and just fell in love.
Oh, great.
I'm serious. I'll be back. I'm going to bring friends from work. Yep.
Probably don't sing over here.
Yeah. So that was the owner. It's really cool. But that's a special one there. That's really cool. So anyways, where I started out was in another area, but now I can get a little bit better pictures through the glass at least. A little farther away from some of these cars. So these are the ones that I already looked at. But talk about a cool trip, man. And this little thing here was a 1978 Sebring Vanguard kit car, city car. Yeah, let's call that the Death Trap. And it looks like something out of a cartoon. It actually looks like a cartoon character. But anyways. You got a lot of historical stuff that you can read and everything else. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. And all the cars I showed you and everything. And this place is really cool. Back in Ohio, they actually have the Autorama up in Detroit. And then there is also, I want to say the Ford Museum or something up in Michigan. And they have a lot of cool cars too. So if you're a car enthusiast, get to the Detroit Autorama and or the Henry Ford Museum. And they have some nice cars up there. I think they had like the limo that Kennedy was in, stuff like that. Some other cool cars. It doesn't cost a lot. It's one little final trip through. I cannot believe that's a Studebaker. Oh, and then the Mustang. Oh. Alright, I think I'm going to go for a drive in a classic.